Testing. Testing, testing. I can hear my clicking, but I can't hear me. There we go. Why do I have 10,000 bitrate? It's a terrible bitrate right now. That should not be that high. Why is my ping so fucking high? I was like, what the fuck? 10,000 bitrate. Yeah, the live is unstable. That was way too high. Let's see if that fixed it. Still at 5K. Why are you at 5K? Why do I have 3 people watching me right now? Who the fuck is watching this? Look at a lake. I figured Calamity might come in. Okay, I got it to work. That says fish. YouTube says fish. Hi, Poppy. The only thing I want to be able to do is pop out the chat. Where do I have 3 viewers? Are all 3 viewers me? Poppy, go away. Poppy, get out. Okay. Well, this was a very interesting test. I'm not actually going to be streaming for longer than right now. But I find this very entertaining. So this is testing stream. This is other testing stream. I didn't really start a category though. You can edit the video while you are live. New playlist. Streams. Well, entertaining. Very entertaining. I have not streamed on YouTube in like 10 years. Okay. Hi, fish. Alright. Oh, I gotta shut up though. That's all that matters. Now it's to get people in. Live chat, top chat. I'd rather have live chat. I guess I could pull both up, but then I wouldn't be able to see the other things. Twitch. There's no such thing as like channel points as far as I know. Party. Okay. I guess I did stream. Not intentionally, but I streamed. For like 6 minutes. And no one came. It's okay. Nobody's here. Because everybody hates me. Just glad I got it to work. Okay, cool. Alright. Alright, well, I think I should be able to end. I think I've gotten everything so far that I've needed. Other than a 10,000 freaking bit rate, because, like, what the actual fuck was that? Okay, so number one, fuck ants, and that's what we're gonna say. We're gonna say fuck ants. Hello, other. I don't know why someone else is watching this. That's not me. Hi, good test. 6,000 is what I use for bitrate. I'm usually at 2,500. Nice to see you, Hen. I'm also streaming on YouTube, so I'm not really sure what is working. Also, sorry if I feel like I've been needy lately. I don't know. Life is just weird, man. Life is just weird. You said 6K? I could try 6K. I just know that it was at like 10K for whatever reason, and I'm like, 10K seems insane. Maybe that's not where I want to go. Don't know why I went to the settings folder. I've also been trying to hang out with my IRL friends like lately, and she's been pushing me off, and it's kind of making me sad. Hey, Death. Death, I'm also attempting to stream on YouTube now. So this is a test. Because I really want to play Clair Obscura, but I literally got home from work like an hour ago. So I don't want to like do anything. I can't really say anything though, because I'm not playing a game. We're just sitting here. Yeah. So, but yo, I guess we should pull up a game to actually test it, shouldn't we? What the fuck should I pull up? What do I have open? What do I have that I can just pull up that I'm not going to care about? We can pull up Sonic Adventure 2. Let's pull up Sonic Adventure 2. Sure. I don't know if this is gonna work with the mods. Let's see. Ah, are you fucking kidding me? It opened on the wrong screen. I fucking hate that so much. I have to close the game now. No, no, no. Leave the game.
Select.
It like popped open a thing, and then I wanted to see. I should have paid more attention to what it was telling me. You know, had I realized it said display 3, I would have then known, oh, it's gonna go to the high one, that I have to stretch my neck to look at. Nope, that's still the wrong screen. We are not gonna try Sonic Adventure 2. I want to do something that'll give it like a test. That isn't like crazy. And that isn't going to take me forever. I thought that was in here. Was it not? Let's play that one. I guess I got the expansion packs. Ooh, this one has achievements. Alright, I don't know if this will actually capture the game or not. You got, how does my my puzzle game look? It doesn't look like YouTube's updated yet. Hey, Death! I need to figure out a way to view both chats. Oh, YouTube looks fine. Restream is just fucking stupid. Why is Restream stupid? Normal. Shuffle. We have a gnome puzzle, because gnome puzzle. Gnome puzzle is probably the worst test, but it's a puzzle, and it's about gnomes. So I raised the bitrate up to 6K. If either of you are still here, let me know how it looks. I've always done my streams at 25. Maybe they needed to do it at a higher resolution. I really don't know. I do know that I do have I'm running a 2060 and I do want to get a 3060, but eventually. It only took me like 4 years to install this one. Because my friend got a 3060 for his flight simulators. I miss my friend. It looks good. I think YouTube's a bit more delayed though than Twitch, from my experience. Also, unfortunately, Hen, this does not work for TikTok. It also said that there's supposed to be like a, there's supposed to be like, like a watermark, but I don't see the watermark on either. Also, I guess I did go live today. I lied to Calamity, and now Calamity's not even here because Calamity hates me. I haven't seen Calamity in a single one of my streams since I've come back to streaming. I did, however, text him being like, I don't think I'm going to stream because I didn't think I was going to stream video game. And I guess I'm streaming Gnomes. I fucking love Gnomes. Do you know how many fucking Calamity Lame? No, like literally, he's just in Hen streams. They've become like BFFs, which is great. I'm really happy that they're like friends. He's a good human being, but like he just doesn't come see me. Makes me so sad. Him, Geo, Icehawk, my whole mod team. How did I manage to make the entire thing? I solved the puzzle! And I got an achievement for solving the puzzle, and the achievement broke. Yay. Let's do a 19 by 15. I swear Geo hates you. I mean, he might. I really don't know. I mean, I just sent him a message, and I saw a message being like, I miss you. And then Isaac should be asleep because he's in England. And mushrooms! Yeah. Oh god, that's gonna be... Why did I do this to myself? Dim, no. Push connected pieces to back. What do you mean, push connected pieces to back? I could shuffle the loose pieces. I want to just leave this one and go to a different game. Menu. Gonna do a 7 by 6. I don't want to do that. We're gonna do it a 7 by 6, and we're gonna do the puzzle. That puzzle was too complicated for me at this hour. Also, Death, I think you know that I've been working in a movie theater for a while, as like a second job to pay off a bunch of debt. And dude, fuck today. Like, so many people were at the movie theater because they were seeing Sinners and the Minecraft movie and the fucking Star Wars re-release. Like, that's great and all. We had a bunch of call-outs because fucking kids don't want to work. They want to have a job to get money, but then they don't want to work their fucking jobs. And like, I usually get stuck helping the kids like do all the cleans. So I was cleaning a bunch of theaters until at some point where I was ringing people out because they needed people ringing people out, and we were like, there's no big cleans. But the last 2 cleans we did were like 250 something people. Or well, it was 200 people in Star Wars and then 250 people in our IMAX for Sinners. And I was just like, why? Why am I doing this? Note, I was supposed to leave at 8 p.m. and I left at 10:30. And that's not the first time that's happened. This happens all the time. Hell, one of the other managers was supposed to leave at they were supposed to leave at 5, and then they were there till 8:30. So they just left because they were like, "Yep, no, I'm done." Yeah, I work today and tomorrow. No weekend. Oh, no weekend. That's fair. But like, yeah, no, my one day off on the weekend always ends up being Friday. And it's really fucking annoying because I always work the other job on Friday because the college is open Monday to Friday. I mean, I'm off on like, I'm not always working on like Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I'm usually working Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, which is fine. But even then, if he makes me like work during the week, which is gonna happen in the near future, I just know it, it's gonna suck. Especially because the other person that's in my position, because we're both like, we're not assistant managers, we're team leads, so we're like we're like the lowest on the management totem pole. But he's not gonna be around for a month because he has to go to the military training. Because I think he's in ROTC or something. He's in college, and so he has to go like once a summer to go do a training. But like, so for the entire month of June, he is gone. Meaning I am stuck doing everything. Also, someone jokingly said the only two things I ever do at the theater are clean theaters and do nachos. Like, I've never done anything else. But I do stand around a lot making a bunch of nachos. ROTC people are wannabes. I'm not exactly sure what he's in. I just know that he's, like, in something. Ugh. I know it's the army. And so I know that he has to, like... Oh, that went to YouTube. Okay. And I know that he has to do it because he did it last year. And it sucked. But last year, I had another team lead. And that team lead is now, like, an interim assistant. So, like, they're still at the theater. But they just, like... aren't at my level. But we're still good, like, on good terms. It's like one of those people that you just understand at, like, a base level. You're like, I'm fucking exhausted. They're like, I'm also fucking exhausted. Came in, saw me, screamed, was like, fuck today, fuck tomorrow. We all hope that we get out on time tomorrow. I think that the kids that are currently at the theater probably aren't getting out till at least 2 a.m., which is gonna suck. Because if I was there, that's what I would have been doing. Mm-hmm. Hey, a puzzle game. Quite literal, but puzzles. Oh, hey, Calamity. You finally showed up after, like, ages. I felt like you'd never come back. We were complaining about you not too long ago, about how I only ever see you in hen streams now, and ever since I came back to streaming recently, you just haven't come to a single stream. I also realize I'm in definitely the wrong category. I should be in puzzles, and I'm just in Clear Obscura. So it's gonna be like, what is this? This is obviously Clear Obscura, the video game that just came out the other day that I bought, that I definitely want to play, and not a Gnome Jigsaw puzzle game that I'm totally playing instead because I wanted to test the YouTube streaming. I think I'm also sitting in a Discord call. I don't know if you fucking remember. I'm very much just, like, exhausted and really fucking pissed off about the fucking ants that ate my fucking sandwich. I didn't think I was supposed to join a testing stream. I didn't think the testing stream was going to go on for this long. But that's completely fair. Oh, I mean, sometimes it's helpful to join the testing stream, because, like, Hen joined and gave me, like, feedback being like, hey, you should change your ping to this. And I was like, oh, okay, this is what I use. And I was like, well, I've been using, like, this low ping, but if you think I should do 6K ping. For whatever reason, when I set this up, though, it was, like, at 8K ping. How many achievements are there in this game? That's not going to load, Tim. That did not load at all. That broke the game. Yeah, I've been eating leftover hibachi. I'm really fucking... Open level 10. Oh, are the achievements literally just open the levels? There's 15 levels. And I open level 1. I open level 13. I open level 10. Apparently, 60% of players have open level 10, and only 59.7% of players have open level 13. I'm really mad at the ants, though. I really wanted that fucking sandwich. I was looking forward to it because I haven't eaten all day. All I've had is Starry, and then just fucking lemonade. Like, right now I'm drinking, like, green lemonade. And I have food that I can make that's in my fridge. But at the same time, like, I got that sandwich because I was looking forward to it. And I really wish I stuck it in my fridge because then it wouldn't have had any ants. And then I wouldn't have been as pissed off. But I was like thinking, oh, I'll get back at 8. Or I was thinking, oh, I'll eat it in the morning. And then I just didn't fucking eat it in the morning. So I didn't have any fucking sandwich. Ugh. And then the other thing that really pisses me off is people just buying like hundreds of dollars worth of food to just leave it on the fucking floor. Like, you're at a movie theater. Buy your fucking popcorn and eat it. Don't leave your full container because you don't want it anymore sitting on the floor. You spent a lot of money on that shit. Like, the amount of fucking times people have left that shit behind. It's been like a nightmare. It's been nightmare after nightmare. Like, is the free movie benefit really worth the hassle of headache that I'm getting? Who fucking knows? Who fucking knows anymore? Okay. I do wish they had some scale of how much a normal person should eat popcorn. Oh, should eat off popcorn? Yeah, I don't know. You can like have as much popcorn as you want as long as you don't leave it on the ground. Shut up, Poppy. For those uninitiated, Poppy is my cat, and sometimes I tell her to shut up if she just starts meowing at things. Because I see small, medium, and large, and I have no clue how much a normal person can eat, although not eating anything is crazy. Dude, I know I should eat food. But I really wanted to eat that sandwich. And now that I don't have the sandwich, I don't know what's in my fridge because my light's broken, because I am too lazy to replace things. I am not much of a fixer. Like, my light in my fridge burnt out, and I need to go figure out where I can get a new light for my fridge to then replace the light in my fridge, and I need to replace the windshield wipers on my car. And I need to just be an adult, and I just want to play video games, man. I don't want to be an adult anymore. I just want to sit at home, play video games, and not have any responsibilities. Hell, I did that last, like, Tuesday and Wednesday, and I was so happy because I didn't have any responsibilities to do because I wasn't working because I was off for my freaking procedure. And it was relaxing to not have to worry about work for a week. Like, don't get me wrong, I really like the job that I do at the college. Or I guess that I technically don't do anymore. Kind of a weird boat. But I do have to do a speech. I get to meet with the college I invited the college president to a breakfast. So yay! This is exciting. But I wish I didn't, like, push away so many people in life to, you know, not really have anybody left. Life's lonely. I am just all over the place. It's crazy we live in a world where it's relaxing to be recovering from medical procedures. Dude, that's the most relaxed I've been. Like, I'd be a lot more, like, chilled out if I didn't work at the fucking theater. And the only reason I work there is because financially, it makes more sense to stay at the job than it does to leave it, because there's just too much debt otherwise. Otherwise, I'd be, like, scrounging on, like, $50 a week. Why are you meowing at the wall? I think Poppy's trying to chase a bug. I hear you. How much longer would I have to work there? So the issue is that I paid off all my debt, right? And then I accrued more debt. So now I got a loan to pay off the debt because I was like, I'm fucking sick of this. And now I'm paying off the loan to pay off the debt. Thinking, oh, hey, I don't have debt anymore. But the issue is I just overspent too much on a lot of stupid things, and I'm just biting that. When I say I'm biting my time, I'm living with the consequences of my actions and just not buying as much stupid shit. So I've been very good lately, other than occasionally buying video games, which honestly isn't the worst thing I could be buying. I'm not buying like the entirety of May of 2023. I just bought so much shit on Amazon because I was just sad and I wanted things to make me happy. And now I don't even have those things anymore because they were temporary. Because things only make you happy temporarily. And so I racked up a lot of credit card debt. And now we're just here. And student loan debt and car and fucking... If I wasn't so mad at my car, my original car, I could have definitely kept it for a lot longer. But... Shut up, Poppy. It's not that I was mad at my car. It was just time for me to let the car go, but I could have kept it for another I could have kept it till I was 30 like I wanted to, and then I wouldn't have had the car payment. But I like my new car. Or newer car. And its new features that aren't from 2004. Well, the other car had all memories with it. And this car, not so much. But yeah, I never actually answered your question. I suppose I would estimate that I would work there until... I'm just gonna say until I die. No, I want to work there until I, get a house. Because at that point, hopefully I'm not, drowning in debt. Because you sound incredibly stressed. Yeah, maybe I finally am incredibly stressed. I don't know. You ever feel like you're just living with the consequences of your actions from a mistake you made 5 years ago? Because that's how I feel every fucking day of my life. The other issue is I also want to be able to go work out, lose weight, and then I don't have time for that because all I do is eat, sleep, work, eat, sleep, work. And if I had a roommate or something, that would make my life 10 times easier. But the only roommate I have is a cat, and she doesn't have any bills to pay or any applicable skills to make money because she's a fucking cat. But life just sucks. I sound really pessimistic right now. And that's not the vibe I wanted to be tonight. But I don't know. Also, you think you're just happy in a place, and then people are like, oh, hey, we don't like how you exist here. You don't match the vibe. And then you're like, why the fuck are you actually caring about anything I say? So many gnomes. I mean, I figured at this point I should at least finish the gnome game, or finish the gnome puzzle game till I get all the gnome achievements. That way I can add it to my completed games list, because I totally didn't play 100 cats in different locations to beef up my achievement list for no reason, because I'm totally Trophy Tim still. Well, I guess I am Trophy Tim. I don't know. I feel Retro Tim fits my vibe a lot more than Trophy Tim did. Because I was like, I kind of wanted to get into like platinum hunting, but then I'm like, I don't have a PlayStation. And all the PlayStation people are like, I'm going to hunt the platinum. And I'm like, I think those are really fun videos. And I like watching them. But it's an issue where it's like, I don't want to like, I don't really know what my brand is anymore. Like, we know for a while it was like Minecraft streamer, but then I was like, no, I don't want to be a Minecraft streamer no more. And then people were like, oh, you don't want to stream Minecraft, we don't want to come, because we don't know what you do. And then everyone's like, you just do kind of whatever. And doing whatever is a pain, because then you're like, no one knows what to expect anymore. And I want people just to come for me, not come for game, or come to play game with me. Because I've been in enough things where people are like, hey, I want to play game with you. Like, I could be a Fortnite streamer, or I could be a Roblox streamer, or I could be like, oh, hey, you're known for this. It's the same thing that so many fucking content creators go through. Like my good pal Pinta. She was a Roblox streamer for a while. And then she got partnered on Twitch for playing Roblox, and then she left the Roblox community because of like a bunch of reasons, and now only streams Fortnite. And occasionally Power Wash Simulator. But, ugh. But like still, it's just crazy. Honestly, the 100 Cat games aren't really that bad. They're pretty fun. Maybe I should do a puzzle on easy. I keep doing puzzles on normal. This is definitely calming my mood down, but sorry for all the negativity. I'm just like, I sound stressed. I definitely probably am. I do my best to keep like a positive attitude 90% of the time, but like when everything in your life just goes to shit, and then like I stopped going to my therapist because it wasn't really helping. I mean, it was helping, but I was seeing him like quarterly, and I'm like, I liked meeting with my therapist quarterly, but I was also like, the advice he gave me was fine. It helped me definitely move on from a lot of things, and like compared to where I was when I began, I'm like definitely in a much better place than I was at that point. Like I know how to like set my boundaries and expectations with people, and I don't seriously idolize people, I feel like, as much as I used to. I feel like that we all have definitely done that at some point. We're all like, we idolize these people. We think they're the best at everything. The only person I can say I somewhat idolize is like Hennifer, but like that, even then, that's not like a serious idolization thing. I mostly just like to support her because I know like she has a tough time. And I'd rather see her do well than fail. think I told you that when that whole situation happened in 2023 with the girl, I lost all my IRL friends too. Because just so many things were going on, and I was just not being a good person to anybody. Someone literally told me to fuck off. Someone told me to go fuck myself, and that was my old roommate. And I was like, I didn't respond to it. I was just like, hey, because I was still paying for the cable bill and the electric bill. I'm like, hey, I shut these off starting tomorrow. Because I was like, if you tell me to go fuck myself when I was doing you like a favor to give you time to figure out something, I was like, I don't really want to talk to you. Had a real crash out era. I mean, I feel like we all have to have a crash out era at some point in our life. I definitely hit shuffle, and the puzzle just didn't do anything. Easy. Easy has a fucking overlay. That's terrible. Why? That's like the worst. Having an overlay for your puzzle? Ugh. No, I'd rather it be blank. This takes all of the fun out of the puzzle. And then I want to come back here and grow my own community because I don't want to just keep like augmenting myself into other people's communities only to just be kicked out like a minute later once the streamer and I have a disagreement on something. Or the other thing is you join a community and then the streamer just leaves and then you're like, man, you thought you had a friend and you have a friend, but then your friend just doesn't exist anymore. Like, I do have to say, even though I don't play Stardew, the people I've met from the Stardew community are all like pretty cool. Or like one of the streamer people I know, she pivoted from like doing actual streams to just like she just does TikTok videos and Instagram reels, and she does pretty well for herself. And every once in a while, I'll comment on her videos because I like to support her. But I went and told somebody that Wiki was a robot, and then they were like, Wiki's not a robot. And I was like, but Wiki's definitely a robot. He's like, I'm a robot to you. I said, no, you're a robot to everybody. Gotta tell people of the joy of Wikibot. Still appreciate him for doing that, for doing the whole thing. So... There's no proof that he isn't a robot. You are 100% correct. Where is this last puzzle piece? Why is it behind the puzzle, and why couldn't I move the puzzle? I guess people actually join the test stream. There's only one thing spicy in here. No, we're not doing... Actually, go back to the menu. We'll do a 6x5, but we are not doing fucking easy again. People like to be in places they think they aren't supposed to be. What do you mean? Like, am I supposed to be here doing a gnome puzzle right now? Or am I supposed to be in bed sleeping because I have to work again? I hit the solve button, didn't I? Whoops. Oh, I did this. That's not even what I wanted to do. I wanted to actually finish the puzzle. Why is the solve button in the middle of the fucking screen? That's the worst place for it. Why would you put it there? That is like the worst. Oh, dude, no. Puzzle. Fucking puzzle. Oh. I'm still just in this voice call. Oh, because people aren't usually. People like to be in places they think they're. People usually aren't supposed to be in testing streams. Yeah, this is very true. This somehow became me just having a vent session more than a testing stream. Congratulations, YouTube. Get to hear me rant about my life and how I just hate everything. How I hate everything in it and how I wish I could say I'm not where I wish I was. I definitely had like a plan where I definitely wanted to be by this point in my life. I wanted to be in like a happy, healthy relationship. Maybe be getting a house with the girl of my dreams. Maybe not. But like the last relationship I had was like 11 fucking years ago. So I'm like not successful with relationships at all. I like jokingly flirt with people, but nothing ever occurs of it. Or like I've gone on dates, but I think it's because I'm more of like a communicative person. Like I like talking to people constantly. They get really turned off by that because I'm very like I'm an easy person to like talk to. You want another thing you have to put time into? Okay, so if I had a relationship, I'd put less time into the theater. I'd probably leave. I mean, I want to stream. I want to work the 2 jobs still. I'd love it if the stream got to a point where it was like financially being able to like support me in some instance. Even if it was just paying for like, oh look, this puzzle also didn't work. Push connected piece. Guess I'm gonna solve the puzzle. If I go back to the puzzle, now it breaks. So I guess if that happens again, I have to unload. I have to reload the puzzle. This game also is like, you need to do it from a window capture. I didn't want to do window capture. You don't need to see what's on my desktop. It's a Quentin Reviews video. Yeah, no, I definitely needed the vent session. I'm just like... You think at 29 I'd have like healthy friendships and healthy relationships with people. And the only people I have healthy relationships with now are like my parents and my brother. And I was just like, I don't really know. And like my best friend. I feel a little better. Yeah, I'm still fucking annoyed at the ants. That definitely didn't help my day out. And then I had to bribe one of the people that I work with with $100 to get him to stay. I'm not really worried about that part. Obviously, that never actually happened between the 2 of us, because it was like, did he get the money? Sure. Did I give it to him? I don't know. He just got $100. Maybe he found it in a theater. No one claimed it. Now, my 30-year-old brother also has a very small friend group, but just that's how life be, apparently. Oh, right, I forgot your brother and I were the same age. I knew you had a sister. I also kind of forgot you had a brother. Gosh, not me knowing nothing about Calamity. My brother is supposed to come visit me, and that actually had the puzzle pieces and then just didn't have the puzzle pieces. My brother's supposed to come visit me in a couple weeks, Mr. Andy Model Trains. He's like, hey, can I come visit this week? And I said, I can try. And then I sent in a bunch of time off requests and may have pissed my manager off. Because one of them was like for one of the opening weekends of the Avengers and Fantastic Four in July. But I want to be in Oklahoma at a work conference because I want to go to the conference, which I emailed my like big boss about because she's the one who would be the one making the approval. And I was like, hey, when will I know whether or not I can go to this? Because I'd like to be able to pay for it, but not pay like the whole like expensive price. Yeah, especially since I don't have a sister. Why did I think you had a sister? Maybe it's Isaac that has a sister. Yeah, they're remaking the Fantastic Four. Thunderbolts comes out next week. I'm not looking forward to that either. And no puzzle. Dude, also, the amount of fucking GNOME video games on Steam, like, everything, if you look at my wish list, like, just look at how many fucking GNOME games are on my wish list. That's how many fucking GNOME games are on Steam. I was like, oh, I should definitely do a video where I'm like, playing all the GNOME games on Steam. And I bought a couple of them because they were all really cheap. They're all really badly made. The best one by far are the puzzle games. There's some GNOME platformers, but I'm like, why is there like no like GNOME game? Like there's like a GNOME Garden Simulator, but like that I don't have. But it's still kind of like so many GNOME things. Also, don't ask me why I got obsessed with fucking gnomes. I really like gnomes. My sister-in-law, she fucking hates gnomes. She thinks they're creepy. I fucking love them. I'm like, so you want to have some gnomes? There's like a gnome like cafe not far from me that I found on TikTok. And me and my friend, we went there one day. And then when we went there, we were like, this is like the worst experience. This is like the worst food we've had in a while. It was very just not worth the travel destination that it was at. Because it was like a 40-minute drive away. I was like, oh. And it was also really cold. Do you hate gnomes? Gnome buddy gnomes. Do you hate gnomes? I don't really hate gnomes. I could make my entire brand gnomes. Maybe I should make my entire brand gnomes. I mean, I did change the channel points to mushrooms if you noticed. Because mushrooms are mushrooms. And that's definitely what we need here. We needed mushrooms. What am I, one gnome away from finishing this game? I'm a gnome away. Let's see, will this puzzle work? She works. She looks so perfect standing there in her American gnome underwear. And I know now that I'm gnomed out. Her lipstick gnome is a work of gnome. I got my name tattooed in a gnome. Also, why do you think I hate gnomes? Also, I guess the question is, how do you determine, like, what type of gnome you are? Are you, like a medieval gnome? Like, and how do you differentiate between a gnome and a dwarf? Like, obviously they're different things. There are gnomes, and then there's dwarves, and then there's... But, like, sometimes gnomes are just kind of, like, caved in with dwarves, but, like, just because they're tiny little people that like to dig holes and garden doesn't mean that, like, they have to be the same thing as dwarves. Like, I can't tell you what the difference between a gnome and a dwarf is. I really just don't know. I don't really think a brand matters too much, as long as you stick to it and it's not offensive. Well, I can't be a duck anymore. I definitely walked away from that. But I think gnomes are fun. Might be scary to some people. Let's see, Calamity. Did I get all the achievements in the gnome game? That is the answer to the question. Did I win the gnome game? I 100%ed the gnome game. Therefore, I can stop the gnome game and uninstall the gnome game. The other gnome puzzle game I have, you know what it didn't have? It didn't have achievements. I can remove it from my backlog and I can uninstall it. Damn, you waddled away from that. It is if they're wearing a colorful hat. You know what? Yeah, I did waddle away from that. And then he waddled away, waddle, waddle. And then he waddled away, waddle, waddle, waddle. And then he waddled away, waddle, waddle. Till the very next day, bum, 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 ba-dum. Till a duck walked up to a lemonade stand, and he said to the man, run in the stand, hey, bum, 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 got any grapes? The man said, no, we just sell lemonade, but it's cold and it's fresh and it's all homemade. Can I get you a glass? The duck said, I'll pass. And then he waddled away, waddle, waddle. And then he waddled away, waddle, waddle, waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle, 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 till the very next day. So I think you can see my spreadsheet, right, Clams? So this is what I was working on last night at the Sour. So this is the backlog spreadsheet. So as you can see, there's a filter here. I zoomed in on it to make it easier. As you can see, there's a filter here, right? So this is A Rose in the Twilight. This is Steam. This is 2017. This is this. This says Unplayed. So if I go to like the Steam page and I go all the way up to the top, as it's totally in alphabetical order, to A Rose in the Twilight, and I mark this as playing. Also, I don't know why I put backlog and I meant to write backlog, because I did that so many times last night. Now A Rose in the Twilight is gone from the list. And if I scroll down, there's going to be a space in between this and whatever the next console is. There are 600 and X amount, there are X amount of games on this list. Also a bunch of emulations. Like, all of these are emulated games. There's supposed to be a space somewhere. Way before I got down here. Ah, you see, there's a space here at 269. You're so much better at spreadsheet than me. I literally learned how to do the filter fucking thing yesterday. So it's like exclamation mark. So it's exclamation mark filter. I call the category. I call the page. I then search a range on the page. So I search the range where I have beat, played, 100%, that, and then I have it equal to unplayed. So anything that's unplayed will pull, anything that is unplayed will pull in here. And if I was to theoretically like make this go to 423 and say like put like 423, it would come up with an error. Or if I like add more and I like update it, it'll say that, hey, there's not enough space at the bottom of the spreadsheet to add because it conflicts with the Switch category because the Switch is below this because that's what I did next. But A Rose and a Twilight, I'm not playing, so that is going to go back to unplayed. And then there's things that are in here that are 100% right now, like Enchanted Gnome Puzzles can now be 100% if I can go find it. If it's even fucking in here, it might not be. It's not in here. Also, Emily is Away isn't in here. And I swear to God it was. God damn it. I wish there was a way where I didn't have to manually update this. I also added the Outer Worlds too. I know that game's not out yet. I wish there was a way I didn't have to go through every single fucking thing and manually update it. There is a way where you can pull from the API from Steam to make it so that like a list auto updates. But the issue is the list has to go to its own separate spreadsheet. It can't update this list that already exists. So it's its own separate list and it's in its own fucking order. And it's really annoying to have to go through and be like, well, I have all of these things. But I also need to go through and be like, gotta add the stuff. Did I add the thing? Oh, I added it here. It's in Gnome Enchanted Jigsaw Puzzles. There we go. I guess I technically did 100% that one. And I did 100% that one. And now I can add that to my other list. But then if we go here, this is my completed games list. So, and then it's Enchanted Gnome Jigsaw Puzzles PC, whatever the fuck today is, for 27, 25, digital, completed 100%, and I'm also just going to put kind of a filler achievement list. Kind of filler achievement list, and then I have to color code it to the color that the other ones are. And the sole reason they're color coded is because to like differentiate year to year. So like 2024 was green, 2023 was baby blue, 2022 was this lighter teal, 2021 was gray. This list only goes to 2021, but I have the color code is over here. So pre-2021, which is over here on this side, is every game I beat before 2021 that I cared to not play again. Going all the way down to Portal 2. Even though I know I replayed Portal 2. And then 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026, 2027. And this goes up to 2031 where I didn't pick a color. 2031 might just be white. But yeah, this is also this is the spreadsheet that I slave over all the time. And the first one I made, I loved so much. And then when I lost it on that fucking flash drive, I was so pissed. And then I had to remake it, and I just didn't remake it the way I wanted to. And then I went to Google Sheets, and Google Sheets Excel is great, but Google Sheets is kind of not as good as Excel, but Google Sheets is mobile, and it's a lot nicer to be able to be mobile than it is to be, it's a lot nicer to be able to be mobile than it is to be stuck on a computer. And Excel has so many better options in terms of things. I could do everything that I've done in Google Sheets and Excel, and I did that with the other spreadsheet that I did, which I'll pull up here. We're just talking about spreadsheet. I could literally just have you in a Discord call and do the same exact thing, but instead we're streaming it. So I did a list of all the characters. So I went on the Hack and Slash like wiki or the Reddit for hack and slash games. The character action games is what they're called, and I separated them into categories as like, okay, so this is a Dreamcast game. This is like a printable checklist for all of these games that would fit on a piece of paper. So if I ever wanted to buy them physically, I could. The only game I might want to buy physically that I didn't get is Lollipop Chainsaw Repop, because I really fucking love that game. Like, I 100%ed that game because that game was fun. Or like Kaya Dark Lineage is on here, Legacy of Kain, Shrek the Third, which didn't work on the 360 emulator for whatever reason, Wet, which I've been meaning to play for a long fucking time, all the Spider-Man games, Brutal Legend, which I've been meaning to play for a long time. But yeah, this is just like this one, and then these are separated into like lists of like these are these games, and if they have an E next to them, that I can emulate them, and if they don't, then I can't emulate them. And I didn't realize that the Samurai Jack game. The only developer I like the most, like specifically for a long while, was Daedalic Entertainment, and then they released the Gollum game, and I don't really like that. No one really liked that, so they stopped developing games. And now they just publish games. But in like the 2010s, they made Deponia, and then they made The Whispered World, and they made Edna and Harvey. They did a bunch of point-and-click adventure games, and I really like point-and-click adventure games, though I never stream them. But no, like, specific developer I like the most. I also don't put developers on the the tracking list. Like right now, the only things on the tracking list are just the game. Or well, this is my inventory spreadsheet. If I theoretically was to ever have to like go into a house fire, these are every game that I own, including digital games. So I could use them. But like it only has the game, the console that it's on, the year it was released, the total amount of hours that it takes to play, from how long to beat, and the number, the price that it was at price charting at whatever time I like looked at it. Or like I bought a game called Hentai University on the Switch, and I made a note here, and I was like, why did I buy this? I'm never gonna play this game. It's a freaking hentai game. Why did I buy myself a hentai game? I hate them. I think I just bought it because I was like, why is this on here? Or like, I'm not playing right now Chocolatier, Cory in the House, Drawn to Life the Next Chapter, Conquest, or Phineas and Ferb. And if I updated this right now to unplayed, it's going to give me an error on the backlog playing. It's going to give me a big error on the backlog down here. See? Oh, no, I have to go up. This is all the DS games. This is what I mean by I would make an error if I updated everything right now. So I have to put that back to playing. Because there's not like a space for it to be like, hey. But also it only pulls certain information. Doesn't pull all the information. Like if I was to update all of this, it's not going to pull all that information like it's supposed to. I also still need to play Brilliant Diamond, but I just didn't. So, well, we finished the thing. I can talk about spreadsheets all day. I'm going to get off of the stream, but you're more than welcome to join me in the call if you want to, unless you're already in a call. But yeah, thanks for coming to the thing. It's been a very long... It's been a very long thing. Oh, okay. Like I said, you can join me in the call if you want to. I'll still be on Discord for a while. I'm not going to go to sleep just yet. But no more stream. Just realize I'm looking at random things. No, I probably need to sleep. I probably need to sleep too. But spreadsheets are important. I'm looking for OBS on the main screen.